You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chillson, and this is my review for Plain Clothes. Now, before we get into this review, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. Plainclothes is a 2025 queer drama starring Tom Blyth and Russell Tovey. This marks the directorial debut of Carmen Emmy. Plainclothes follows a promising undercover agent played by Tom Blyth, who is assigned to lure and arrest gay men. He soon defies professional orders when he falls in love with a target. Now, I was able to view a Plainclothes through the online virtual Sundance Film Festival, which may be going away because the other film I had purchased was Twinless, another queer drama at the festival that was abruptly taken down because of copyright infringement and people recording and posting. So this may or may not be the very last opportunity we get for virtual Sundance. Yay. But I am happy that I had the opportunity to see Plainclothes heading into the festival. This was one of my most anticipated films, so I was over the moon that it was offered through the virtual platform. Since I heard Tom Blythe was doing a gay drama with Russell Tovey, yeah, of course I was excited. And overall, I really enjoyed this film. I don't think it's quite a home run, but it is very good. So let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. Well, I'd love to highlight our two leading performances, particularly Tom Blythe, who really surprised me here. I'm really only familiar with him through the Hunger Games prequel that just came out. And this is a complete departure. His character in Plainclothes requires so many layers, a really deep character that asks Blythe to uncover so much as an actor and portray so much, even when there's no dialogue happening. A lot of this requires a lot of just visual acting, and he nails it. All of this shame and anxiety that is let out throughout the film that manifests itself in these euphoric moments. Oh, it's a really fantastic performance. And then Russell Tovey is also fantastic here, a much more subdued role for him, but he nails it. And I think the themes of the film are woven in beautifully. Once more, shame being at the forefront. This is about a 90s cop who is really coming to terms with himself, his own sexuality, and then also coming to terms with his daddy issues, and his family issues by and large, his shame, where it comes from, why it's happening, his background. And then shame with the Russell Tovey character, who seems enlightened when we first meet him, who seems much more at home in his sexuality, and we learn that is definitely far from the case, and how he is manifesting shame in his own life and what that looks like. We do get some hot and heavy, steamy scenes. Again, that other film I was supposed to see, Twinless, is making the rounds because of Dylan O'Brien's gay sex scenes. But Tom Blythe fans, yeah, we definitely get hot and heavy with Tom and Russell right here in this film. And when they choose to get hot and heavy, it is certainly steamy. However, they never let you get fully wrapped up in the sexiness of it because of the way it's edited. And once more, we're shown the two sides of the coin as the anxiety is brought to the forefront to contrast this euphoric release of shame. It's really interesting, and I love the way, particularly those scenes were edited. The music, everything about them was really well handled. I also really enjoyed the overall kind of VHS throwback look to the 90s and what was happening. Obviously, a lot of this is actually taken from real world exposés of what took place of entrapping gay men, period. And honestly, finds itself becoming very timely in our current political climate with entrapping people for their sexuality, painting them out to be perverts and the like. It's ugh. But we get this like VHS grain cinematography here that I thought really enhanced the overall atmosphere of the film. So then what keeps this film from actually turning the corner and being great in my eyes? What are the negatives with Plain Clothes? Well, I do think at times the style overtakes the substance when it comes to Plain Clothes. There's a lot of substance here, we just don't quite dive into it as much as I'd like. This is a pretty short film. It's just over an hour and a half long, and I think it's too short, in honesty. I think we really could have delved into the character Tom Blyth playing even more so. We get touches of his background, we get touches of this family life, touches with the next girlfriend, touches with this Russel Tovey character, but it all feels like we could have delved another layer deeper. We end at a point that I wish we had 5 more minutes of, even. It's this really big ending that I enjoyed, but it feels like, wow, we could have continued this story even further. Same thing with the Russell Tovey character. I think we could have delved further into his character, into what was happening there. I think his is less egregious because we get kind of the full package and picture of who he is. Whereas Tom Blyth's character, I think we're still left with a lot of loose ends on who this guy is. And yeah, there just is a lot more we could have delved into. And then these flashbacks, this editing style, I thought was really cool, particularly when we're editing between two current time frames with mostly the sexy scenes. One, are sometimes overutilized, and two, utilized in ways that weren't as effective as I would have liked. They seemed like they were just thrown in for the style of it. A lot of this is made to feel very stylized, and I think the way it's shot, the way the cinematography is handled, the way we do these flashbacks, it feels very indie and artsy, and I think that's going to make this less accessible to a wider audience. And as somebody who enjoyed the film and overall liked the style, it still felt like at times we were putting style over substance. But overall, I really enjoyed Plain Clothes. It helps. I think this is one that a lot of us are going to relate to. A lot of us can understand these characters. There's some really great emotional things that take place here. The acting is fantastic, and it's one hell of a debut for Miss Carmen. Tom Blythe, I didn't know your game, but now I do, sir. So hopefully this gets some distribution news here soon because I think a lot of folks are going to get a lot out of Plain Clothes. So that was my review for Plain Clothes. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Did you get an opportunity to check out Plain Clothes at Sundance 2025? And are you excited to see Tom Blythe jump into the queer pool? Let me know all of your thoughts and comments either in that comment section down below, or you can hit me up over on Blue Sky. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.